Hello and welcome to a GENSHIN TCG video where I will cover the rules and basics of this game. If you're new here, hi, my name is Ark. My first TCG is Legends of Runeterra. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon TCG, but I've seen some gameplay and clips. I played official GENSHIN TCG tournaments just a few years ago, and this is how I got probably the most rarest item in the game. Unfortunately, Hoyoverse no longer organize official tournaments because of budget reasons like dumping everything from Astro Wonderland. That's just my guess, I could be wrong, but enough about that. We still have small tournaments every week where you get to win big prizes like Welkins and Genesis Crystals. All you have to do is join our Discord server, discord.gg/gitcg, or click the link in the description below to get more juicy details. Without further ado, let's begin. If you're playing TCG, I highly recommend you turn on the Duel Acceleration in the settings. That way, the animations will be much faster, and trust me, your life will change.
Up to the freezer!
So going into a match, a coin will be flipped to decide who goes first, and then both sides get to draw 5 cards to form the starting hand. This phase is called the Mulligan, where you get one chance to switch out any number of cards in your hand before the match officially begins. The purpose of this is to prevent players from starting with an unplayable hand, in TCG terms, getting bricked. As for the cards that you're looking for, it's best if you find and keep equipment cards, support cards, and dice fixing cards like Besta's Companion, Toss-Up, Favonia's Library, and many more. I'll make a guide very soon about red flags in deck building, so hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss out on daily GENSHIN TCG uploads. After that, both sides get to choose one of their own character cards to be their active character. Then you enter the dice roll phase. This is similar to the Mulligan phase with cards, but this time you decide whether to keep or re-roll the dice. You can only re-roll the dice once in this phase unless you have Favonia's Cathedral support card that gives you another reroll. So this die has 8 faces, there's the 7 elements, and the Omni element. I'll talk about more of what you can do about this Omni element later in this video. And here we are at the action phase. Now this is where the real game begins. You get to play your cards in hand, you get to click buttons for normal attack, elemental skill, and elemental burst. You have elemental tuning where you discard one card from your hand to convert one elemental die to the elemental type of your current active character. To unleash your character's elemental burst, you need to build energy points, and you can do this by using normal attacks and elemental skills. There are cards as well that can help you in building energy for your character. Now, some characters have different max energy, like Shilonin only has 2, Keqing 3, and Setos having 4. By the way, there are 3 types of normal attacks in this game. Most casual players don't know about this, just like this guy right here. First is simple attack with 0 conditions, just a classic normal attack. Second is charged attack. To do this with Klee, Yanfei, Iro, and many more, the total number of dice before you do the normal attack should be even. 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. Third is plunging attack. To do this, you need to switch to a different character. Then, the next skill of that character should be a normal attack. That's how you plunge in this game with Xiao, Albedo, Veresa, etc. The fun part about this is that you can do charge and plunge attack at the same time, like combining both of their effects, like with Klee and Albedo for example, as long as you meet the right conditions like having even dice and character being switched in to do a normal attack. During action phase, actions are divided into combat actions and fast actions. After you complete one combat action, you will pass your turn to your opponent. That's how you pass in this TCG. So what are these combat actions? Switching different character cards, using skills, and playing some cards like Arlecchino's talent card, H-Daw's talent card, Rockbreaker's talent card, Electro Hypostasis talent card, Skirk's Void Rift, Chevre's Overcharge Ball, Ultimate Surfing Buddy, Plunging Strike, and skill-based talent cards. For fast actions, you can continue your turn like playing a card, tuning a card, and playing some equipment talent cards like Mawika, Mulani, Kinich, Kachina, etc. When playing, you notice that most of the cards have white or black label with their cost. So what are these? White ones are called aligned element or matching element. So if you want to play a card that costs 4 aligned, you need to pay the directed amount with matching elemental dice. Black ones are called unaligned element. For this one, you can pay the directed amount with any elemental dice of your choosing. When playing cards that requires dice, I highly suggest you make a habit of choosing the elemental dice that you desire. Especially if it's aligned. That way you don't get auto dice, just like what happened to me recently. Did I just... Whatever. I fucking realized I auto dice. What the fuck? Whatever. Auto dice is where the game auto selects the dice for you. Basically, the game just wants to use elemental dice that you don't play with. Like if you're playing blue with Hydro and Dendro, the game will auto select same elemental dice that is not Hydro or Dendro, because the logic is that you need Hydro and Dendro for the character card skills. And here's the thing. The Omni element will count as any type of elemental dice. The reason why the game auto selects Electro and Omni in here when I'm playing the 2 cost aligned is because the game sees my Omni element as Electro. Therefore, the game will think like, I don't need Electro since I'm not playing Electro characters. It's like putting your most valuable dice, which is the Omni element, into the lowest priority, which is weird, right? But that's the rule, so get used to it. The game prioritizes dice of your active character's element, followed by your other character's element, and then the elements that you don't need. Point is, I can just play this card for 2 Dendro dice, and I can just elemental scale with my Hydro Tulpa for 3 Hydro dice with the Omni element. Everything will be fine. But because I auto dice, I have to tune 1 card from my hand just to convert one of my die to Hydro, which is already bad, just to elemental scale with Hydro Tulpa. Here's another good example. So no matter what Runa does here, I think it's GG. Wait! Oh my god, okay. Dude, there is no shot actually. Dude, Runa could have actually won that if Runa managed the dice. Oh! Like Runa could have elemental skill with 3 Omni. And then you go to like a Soitoth, discard 1. And then your Central Laboratory Rumors will give you 2 dice and then you pretty much win. Oh man. So there you go. I hope this helps, and again, make a habit where every time you do something, always take it slow and choose the dice carefully. Now let's move on to the rules. You can only have a maximum of 10 cards in your hand, after which you will automatically burn any cards you draw. So be careful and try not to overdraw. On the left side of your character cards, you have your own support zone, and on the right side, you have the summon zone. Both of these zones have a maximum limit of 4, so if you want to play a new support card when the zone is full, You must remove a card in it first and then replace it. As for the summons, if the zone is full, you cannot add a new summon or even replace one of your summons with character card skill or event cards like Toy Guard and Abyssal Summons. You play those and nothing will happen. Max dice that you can have is 16. You will not be able to obtain more once you reach this number. The Arcane Legend card will be in your starting hand always. You can bring multiple of them, but you can only use one for the entire match. Unless one of you plays Virda support from Seren that gives you opportunity to play another Arcane Legend card. Max rounds in one match is 15. If a winner has not been decided by the start of round 15, both players will lose. Hey, there it is. Both players lose. Wow, okay. Now what? Or win if you're playing a competitive tournament. No draw. It's either lose-lose or win-win. There's no middle ground here. Once both players have declared the end of their round during the action phase, the game enters the end phase. This is going to be complicated, by the way. Even some veteran or pro players are still clueless about this. Like, look at this Dark Shrine guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's completely useless.
Alright.
Wait,
Okay, question is, well, what's up?
doesn't Lyman pick up the dice first? And then Cuckoo hits?
Wait, you might be right. Wait, you might be right. No. Order here is when you declare end round, Cuckoo. Oh, wait, no, and Cuckoo's also end phase.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's cooked. I'm pretty sure he's...
He might actually be cooked. The Ivan killed him. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, Corrosion does 3, and then he'll be at 1 HP,
Yeah,
and
but-
then Mono's
then Ivan
end
picks up
phase
the
status
die.
procs. Yeah.
And then it's Mono's like status is like go and like at that point the dice is already gone because Lyman picked it up. Wait, what the hell?
Well, anyway, dead.
I just
Lyman
Lyman.
dead. Oh god, here we go. Lyman? Are you gonna steal the dice? Oh god, he stole the dice!
No one fights alone.
This is a mechanics check if I've ever seen one.
Oh my god, that is awesome.
He played Natlan Residence Mulani without knowing that Libin will take away his remaining dice. Therefore, Natlan Residence is useless here because there's no dice to save and keep Mulani alive. So how do you solve this? Don't pair Libin and Natlan Residence. That's the lesson. You get the idea. I'm not gonna dive deep into that, so let's talk about it. The player who declared the end of their round first will go first in the next round and will resolve all the end phase effects first in this following calculation order: character cards, summons, support cards, card attachments. This was new, by the way, thanks to the electric shocks from Lunar Charge reaction. That's the simple order, but wait, there's more. When calculating the effects of multiple support cards and summons, their effects will be calculated in chronological order of their placement. This is important if you're playing both Vanarana and Libin at the same time. Let's say you have 4 dice. If Vanarana goes first, Vanarana will take 2 dice, and then Libin will take the remaining 2. Which means your Libin will not trigger its effect because you only gave him 2 dice, not 3. So if you want Libin to trigger the effect, you must play Libin first and then Vanarana. That way, Libin will get 3 and your Vanarana will take 1. Small tip, if you're playing Vanarana and Tenchukaku, always play Vanarana first before Tenchukaku. That way you have more chances that its effect will trigger. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then read the cards. For the character cards, passive skills always go first, but right now we don't have a character that always heal during end phase, so you can just forget what I said just now. But equipment and statuses have the same priority, meaning whichever comes first will be triggered first. Watch this, for example. I played Pizza early in round 1 and I still have one more usage for the heal end phase next round. But Senora attaches Sheer Cold at the end of round 1 because that's how her challenge works. And then next round, I got the status from the passive skill, and then Senora reattaches Sheer Cold. That's already applied, meaning the order will not change. By the way, character statuses and equipments, again, they have the same prio. They will trigger first and then followed by team combat statuses. It can also read the order from top to bottom, left to right. After everything is resolved, both players will draw 2 cards and the game advances to the next round. If you're still confused about this, give me some example by commenting down below and I'll try to answer and explain it. If you think this game is not complicated, then boy do I have a puzzle for you. Brought to you by INZHAGI, the back-to-back Prince Cup champion. Watch this video, the link will be in the description below. Now that you know everything about the rules and round flow of this game, let's talk about the elemental reactions real quick. When characters take Cryo, Hydro, Pyro, Electro, or Dendro damage, they will have the corresponding element applied to them. And this is permanent, no time limit, which makes elemental reaction a game changer.
What a dreadful ending.
And here are the effects of elemental reactions. I highly recommend you familiarize yourself with these. That way you can strategize your cards and decks. And that's pretty much it. There are some few things I didn't mention, like characters with revives, different types of shields, piercing damage. Actually, for piercing damage, think of it like physical damage. Well, actually not really, but a type of damage that pretty much ignores shield. So there you go. Techniques and some more tips. But don't worry, there will be more guides very soon, so you better hit that subscribe button right now and share this to your friends, or not, so that you can bully them. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and let me know if this is helpful to you in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.